mine works. How I've attracted so many girls and made friends with so many guys, and I've never like felt like alone, never felt like I really needed to talk to this one person in specific. But for some reason, man, it had to be this one girl who I'm 90% sure doesn't like me, that I can't stop thinking about her, man. And it sucks, man. I don't think I've ever been in this situation. Like, literally, last week, a girl admitted to liking me, and I rejected her. Like, I have girls telling me they like me, but the one girl, I can't stop thinking about. The one girl I'm constantly thinking about, constantly wanting to talk to, constantly like spending time with her and giving her like free attention, is the one girl who I'm pretty sure doesn't even like me, like in that way. Why does the mind only like want what it can't have? It's such a fucking, it's just BS, to be honest. You want what we can't have. Like, I guess this is like a universal experience for all boys, right? It's mathematically like impossible that every single girl I'm attracted to is attracted to me back. That doesn't make sense, right? It would kind of be like unfair if every single girl I liked me back too. Even the most attractive male models don't have an 100% success rate on pulling girls. But it had to be this one girl that I really, really like, a girl who I genuinely think like I'll be so happy with, that doesn't like me, man. Of course, when I ask out girls who I don't really like care about, who I just think they're pretty, of course, yeah, they go out with me and we kissed and whatever. But it had to be the one girl who I genuinely has a unique personality, and a girl who's like unique, who I've never met any other girl like her. It had to be her, man, the one I fall in love with. Fuck, man. I guess this is my fault because I put myself in the friend zone. When I first met her, yeah, I thought she was pretty, but I didn't think she was anything special. She is pretty, but she's not like 10 out of 10, right? She has like some nice like qualities to her, like how she looks physically, but she's not like extremely like hot or anything. Like her, I'm pretty sure I have a bigger ass than she does, and she's definitely pretty. I would say I'm very attracted to her physically, but it's not like my body's like, this is the prettiest girl I've ever seen, dude. We have to no, man. It's literally her personality, man. It's just fucking like, it's addicting to me. I can't like not smile at her. I keep telling myself, okay, dude, you have to get out of the she thinks we're just friends thing. So you have to like stop spending time with her for a while, so that you can like reprogram her like the way she identifies you in her mind. But no, it's like then she makes eye contact with me and I instantly like smile like some little kid, like dumbass. And instantly, like every time she looks at me, I make eye contact with her. Every time she like wants to make physical contact with me, I give it to her. And by physical contact usually it's just like she daps me up as if I was just some random nigger. I can say that on YouTube, I don't care. She daps me up as if I was just some random dude, like who she's friends with. And it sucks, if I'm honest, because I think she may have liked me at one point, but because she saw I got with a different girl, she stopped liking me. And especially because I literally helped her get a boyfriend at some point before I started liking her. Because I've been friends with this girl since like the start of this school year. It's been like 5 months since I became friends with this girl. And now, of course, it'd have to be like 2-3 weeks ago that I started falling in love with her. What the hell's wrong with me? I literally made videos talking about how I didn't care about girls anymore. About how I was going to focus on YouTube and how I was going to focus on making money and working on myself. But then, you know, I guess this is God's way of testing me by giving me a girl that I really like. And I guess God made it easier for me because, like I said, 90% sure she doesn't like me back. But still, somewhere in my mind, I have this like delusion, which I like imprinted into myself through my years of socializing and like training to get girls, that I think every girl, there's a potential that she likes me, which is true technically, but it's much harder to do once I literally put myself in the friend zone on purpose. I literally told myself, okay, dude, we don't want to date with this girl, we literally just want to be friends with her. So I treated her like a friend, and it kind of depolarized us. Which, for those of you who don't know what that means, imagine men and women have like, different energies, right? If you speak to a boy, you'll get a completely different feeling than if you speak to a girl. Imagine men and women are like a magnet, where men are like the positive energy, women are the negative energy, and like when positive and negative come together, they attract and they like stick together. That's how polarization works. Now imagine if you spend too much time with someone, you start to have the same energy, right? You start to match their energy, have the exact same energy they do. When the most attractive like way to be is to have the opposite energy they do. So like it's gonna be like the girl who's always yapping and the boyfriend who loves listening. This is an example of like very polarized, because the girl likes to talk and she feels herself when she's talking a lot, and the boy loves to listen and he feels like himself listening to her. But this girl, no. I had to depolarize her by being like fucking feminine and telling her about my day and shit. Things that I do not like want her to know. Like necessarily telling her about stuff when I'm sad and whatever. And clearly not being very like dominant and masculine when I'm around her. And it sounds so like retarded to be saying words like this, but it's true. So I think there's two courses of actions I can take here. One is I kind of start cutting her off so that I fall out of love, so I stop being like wanting to get with her. Or two, or like literally I just kind of like find a way to stop liking her. Or two, I can try harder, like figure out a way, because I've done this before, right? I've attracted the girls a lot. I say this tons, and that's probably one of the things I can help you guys with the most, is getting girls. And like try and see if I can find a way to like seduce her, because I think I would genuinely really like being in a relationship with her. And so how I would go about these things is either of these ways I have to distance myself from her. Just one of them is permanent, the other one is like temporary. Yeah, bro, I'm going to be like late to my guitar lessons, but I don't care. This is interesting. I have to tell you guys this. So option number one, I kind of cut her off. That's easy. Literally just stop spending time with her. Stop texting her. Stop, like going up to her and saying hi and whatever. Like, obviously I'm not going to be mean to her, but that actually might work in a weird way. Whatever, no, but I don't like being mean to people. So I could do that. Start like avoiding her, kind of like ghost her IRL. And then, the way this might work a little, just like one way, is there's this concept of love bombing, which is when you give someone tons of attention and then suddenly you just cut it off. They become obsessed with you because they're used to you like being around and giving them free attention, and all of a sudden you start like ignoring them or treating them with indifference, and then they're like, whoa, there's something missing, I need them back. So that automatically might just make her more attracted to me, because it shows that I'm valuable myself, that I don't need her validation. But so yeah, that's one way, right? I can just leave her alone and stop liking her and whatever, regardless of what happens. I don't go out with her. The other option is like for like a month or like 2 weeks, I do the same thing. I stop giving her attention. I start treating her like a stranger, kind of. Like I'm not being mean to her, like I said, but I won't like go up to her and like mess with her and whatever and tell her jokes and ask her to do things with me. I'll just kind of like disappear from her life for a while. And during this time, I'm going to make sure to do a couple things. One, I'm going to try and glow up as like well as I can, which would involve dealing with my skin, getting a better haircut, and maybe some other things, I don't know, and just really fixing my health and gut health and stuff. And so I would do that, because that definitely helps. If there's one lie we've all been told since we were kids, it's broke a stick, is that looks don't matter. Looks do matter. If you stare at a girl and you're really unattractive, you'll be called a creep. If you stare at a girl and you're really attractive, you'll be called romantic. So fix that, fix my looks. I've done it before. This is not the best I've ever looked. I can definitely look better than this. And also work on my personality, my energy. Come back, really ground myself in like my masculine energy, come back, meditate more, get closer to God, become less emotional, more disciplined, more ambitious, get some of that like masculine drive, which I can get because I'm actually very good on NoFap right now. So the longer I don't fap, the more this will, like, the better this will keep going. And I prayed a lot to God to help me beat NoFap, and I think it may have finally happened. I just have to not like fall back into my old tendencies. So I really have to not reinstall Instagram. Yeah, and so yeah, man. Why does the mind want what it can't have? Because I can't have this girl, not right now, not in our current like balance and way of being. This won't be the last time I talk about her, definitely. But until then, make memories, not dreams. And by the way, I know not many people watch these videos, but if you actually made it to the end of this video, you're like genuinely a G. So like, leave a comment below, and yeah, I'll see like, and like I'll send you my Discord, man. I wouldn't mind talking to you. See you, bro.